So now, of course, you're back here in your Atlanta, around your home area. So we kind of like talked about it last time. Performing around your home crowd and that type of thing there, man. So what is it to like kind of like have that be there once again? It's like you're building a following there over in the Atlanta area, and Atlanta is becoming a growing boxing town nowadays. Especially with this
Yeah.
opening the OTX building. Those events there at that area in Atlanta.
Yeah, man. Like Atlanta, we coming with it, bro. Like we really starting to, stamp ourselves for sure. I mean, I think we got like three guys who are like in line for world titles. Well, I know Brian Norman Jr. He just won the WBO interim title.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once Terrence Crawford goes up, then he'll become the full champ. So so basically we already got a titleist, and then I think them, like I said, my boy Bulletproof, he's getting ready to fight for an interim belt as well for I think the WBA interim belt. So he'll at cruiserweight. So then he'll be doing the same thing at cruiserweight, and then here me, I'm at super bantamweight. So like we probably have three champions here soon that quick. So. I mean, yeah, we making it happen, man, and definitely been growing a big following. I mean, it's cool, Like I said, every time I pop out to a boxing event around here, I'm taking pictures, kissing babies, and doing the whole thing, and signing autographs and all of that. So it feels good, And I've always been one to be a people's champion. I've always admired people and being around people, talking to people, inspiring, helping people. So that's something I look to do in the future. But well, just not in the future, but even as of now. But that's just something I've always wanted to do. So moving forward, I just kind of want to continue that, man, and keep building that foundation and just. You know what I'm saying? Showing people that, like I said, I'm deserving of being in this spot. Like, and I'm really, really putting on for the city. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing it in vain. And really, I'm doing it for two, because, I represent Oklahoma City too. So Oklahoma City and ATL. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to put on for both.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Now you did mention that thing there with Oklahoma City. Like in Oklahoma, they also have good venues there for fights, and hopefully in the future, like would you look forward to having a couple more fights over in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm actually I got my own company now, Wolf Entertainment. So I'm actually looking to sign. To sign some more fighters, and like I said, they'll be up under me, and I'll throw on my own shows eventually, and just also maybe even cross promoting, and just furthering my legacy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It doesn't stop with me just being in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a multi-talented dude. I've always been able to. My talent spans across different elements. You know what I'm saying? I sing, rap, dance, tumble, act. I mean, I do whatever. I can commentate if I wanted to. I mean, really, whatever. The world is really my oyster when it comes to those, just possibilities. So I'm just trying to, keep making my way. Take care of my daughter.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, you said commentating. Like I know that there's another thing there where it's like pro, but they're like in their second season, right? And that's the whole thing with the team combat league and whatnot. And I know that I think Atlanta has a team. There's a few teams out in Boston and Washington and stuff like that. And maybe you could do a couple of announcement things there for when they have their things going down. You know anything about that team combat league and what's going down with that?
I just went to it. I think what was that, last week, a couple of days ago. Yeah, I had just went to and watched a couple of my homeboys. They fought in a TCL. I think they went against Miami, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was dope. I was actually going to be a part of it at one point in time, but due to my world title run, I wasn't able to, so I couldn't do it. But it was dope to watch and be there to support. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out them. They gonna continue doing their thing, making their money. You know what I'm saying? Putting on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, let's get back into, like I said, the road to the title there, 122. I mean, you got this, of course, this fight coming up. Do you think that you'll have probably, like, say, like one or two fights before 2025, where, like you said, we want you to get that title shot by 2025. So you think you'll get like about, one or two fights like that WBA eliminator, and then probably one more fight?
Yeah, realistically, that's exactly kind of how I see it playing out. I mean, because I feel like there's really nowhere else I can go at this point. Like once I win this fight, and it will be by knockout, and I'm gonna knock this guy out. Once I knock him out, I should be number two, if I'm not mistaken. I should be probably either number three or number two, but hopefully number two. Number two, I know Agmadalia would be number one or whatever. I'll fight him or whoever else I need to fight. But like I said, it'll probably be either Ramon Cardenas or Shabazz Masood. Either one of those three, I'm knocking either one of them the fuck out. Get them out of there for an eliminator. Boom. Fight for the title early 2025. Make my mark as a champion once I'm solidified champion. I don't know. I have to talk with my team and talk with my management and see, because I've been making 22 for a little minute now,
Mm-hmm.
and but I would say I am the biggest 122 in the division. So I think I'm getting close to that period where it's time for me to go up in weight. So but I've just been kind of sacrificing, and pushing myself, and because I'm like I said, I'm close to a title. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just had to talk to them and then kind of see what would be best for me. And then after we make that decision, then like you said, we'll jump up. And then I think then I'm going straight for it in a way at 26. And shit, if I gotta go through whoever else I need to go through at 26 to get them. I mean, cause it's a lot of good, very good talent at 26.
Yeah.
Even my boy. Even my boy Bruce Carrington, he's at 26. Me and him, we would be a huge money fight,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like as two black fighters, we were both, we have a history. We 1-1 at the Olympic trials, so there's already a story to kind of be built off. But of course, that's probably the only way that fight will happen is if it's marketed correctly. Like I said, that is my friend at the end of the day. But business is business. So
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, he has this fight coming up here, next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday over in New York City. So, and he's kind of built his way up there at 126. But like you said, if you get up there to 126, hey, business is business. You're trying to fight the best. So that's what it's all about.
big facts. So yeah, man, whoever I need to be, whatever I need to do in order to, stake that claim and further cement myself as a legitimized champion, that's what I got to do.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Now, real quick, wanted to see if I could touch on a couple of things that's going on in the boxing world.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we had a whole little thing with the 5 versus 5 with like Queensberry Promotions and Matchroom Boxing and whatnot. They had like a main event there, Deontay Wilder and Zalay Zhang, and Deontay Wilder ended up getting knocked out right there in like the 5th round and whatnot. And a lot of people are saying that could be it for him, man. What did you think about that particular fight and Deontay Wilder though?
I mean, I've always been a fan of Deontay Wilder. It hasn't changed either. I'm still a fan of him. But yeah, I would agree that it's time. I would say it's time. I mean, he really doesn't have anything more to prove. I think he started boxing at like 2021, and then for him to be an Olympian, to have been a world champion, he's made like 10 defenses, I think, like knocking guys out left and right. I mean, like, what I'm saying? He had a great career. So in the day, he's made a lot of money. He has nothing to hang his head down or be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's he's cemented in the books, and that's all. The only thing that really matters, you know. And he gets to take care and provide for his daughter, which was his first and foremost goal for him boxing in the first place. So he did that. So I mean, shit. The only thing you can do is do what you set out to do, and that's exactly what he did. He did what he said what he was going to do. So yeah, all respect and love to Deontay Wilder, and I wish him the best. Yeah, I think he should call it quits, to be honest, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man. You know, it was like what 4 losses in those last 5 fights there with what happened. So, you know, it's going to be a real tough decision for him to see if he's going to be able to continue his career. Real quick, got a user question here. It's like, what areas you train at, or basically, or like, you know, what areas, like either Atlanta area or whatnot. Said Bray Allen 99 said like, where you training at?
Oh yeah, well I train in Georgia. Well, you know, I train in Georgia and Oklahoma, but in Georgia at Felipe Boxing Gym, and then in Oklahoma at Western Avenue Boxing Gym. So both spots, real good work.
For sure. Back on that card, they had one other fight that was around 126. I think it was for what, the WBA. I think there was Ray Ford and Nick Ball. Like I thought that was a close fight right there. Me personally, I thought Raymond Ford pulled it off. You know, with his boxing, particularly in the second half of the fight. But you know, they gave Nick Ball the win there by decision. You had any thoughts about that fight?
Very close. It was very close, but I when I rewatched it, because me and Ford, we got a history. Me and Ford, we was beefing for a little while. We didn't really like each other, whatever. We wanted to fight each other and whatnot, but I said I wanted to fight him. He didn't necessarily want to fight me, but you know, yeah. I mean, but at the same time, I always give respect though. I'm not no hater. So, you know what I'm saying? Even when he went against Komatov or whatever, even though that was he pulled it off by
a second, yeah.
Damn hair follicle, you know what I'm saying? He did. He made it happen though, so all respect to him. Yeah, it was close, but only thing that I really seen with Ford in that fight, he was just waiting a little bit too much. If he wouldn't have let Ball get off as much, though, I mean, you know, he was throwing combinations, even though they didn't have to even land. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like from a judge standpoint, if they're watching, it looked like Ball was getting off more punches. He was more active. And so I could see why they gave him the nod. But, you know, for he did look a little bit more sharper to me. But that's why I would say that they probably gave it to him, because of just the activity. He had more activity. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes, you know. Yeah. That's something I definitely took from it. I was like, you know, I don't let nobody get off on me.